Hello everyone, it's Helena. In this video, I attempted to paint something I have never done before in such detail, and that is a hand. I have done smaller hands before, but they were always part of a figure. Also, I usually paint female portraits, so I wanted to try something completely different. This piece went through quite a transformation, which you will see in this time lapse. I also included all the bits I didn't like and had to repaint, so you can see what kind of journey a painting goes through sometimes. This was also my second attempt to paint this hand, as I couldn't get the proportions right the first time. As I was looking at the fingers with dissatisfaction, I thought that they looked like hot dogs. I was having quite a hard time painting them actually. And then I realized human fingers actually resemble hot dogs in real life. What a breakthrough revelation! I'm sure you will all sleep better knowing this. Also, I was very unhappy with the flowery background. I had no design, I was just putting different flowers with different lighting all over the background with not well thought planning. Then I wasn't sure which other flowers to fill in the space with, so I went with daisies, and of course I wasn't very happy about that either. I realized I should have perhaps painted the background properly first, as now I would have to fill in the space between the flowers with paint, and that would be awkward. So one day I came home from work and just painted all over it, and it was so satisfying. They often tell you to finish all your artwork, but sometimes when you're not feeling it and dreading it for a long time, even stop enjoying it, it's best to start over. While the background was drying out, I decided just to work on my hand, which I was very happy with at this point. So this time I was so happy and satisfied with the new floral background. It had good design and I liked how it filled the background. That gave me a space to build up on it as well. So the key here was repaint it again and again and again and again. I painted it a few times, went to bed, observed it from my bed, then got up, aggressively erased it and repainted it again. When I finally thought it looked okay, well, unfortunately I was wrong. Now the key was too short, so it needed another redo. It was a frustrating process, but I'm now satisfied how it turned out. In oil painting, I learned that once something is disturbing me, I spend some extra time correcting it until it is satisfactory. Also, as a surreal and fantasy painter, I work with different objects, so I kind of add things on top of things, if you know what I mean. And I have to add shadows and make it look like it's actually part of the atmosphere of the piece and not just something that was separately painted on. So for this particular painting, I had a separate reference of everything. I had a reference for the hand and 3 different key references pictures. As I also had to take a photo of my hand with my door key so I could see how the cast shadow from the key on the hand would look like. Then I had a separate reference for the flowers, the butterflies, etc. I think that the knowledge of shapes, light and shadows helps me quite a bit, as sometimes I have to imagine how a shadow would look or make up shapes, so everything looks like it's part of a whole. I hope that makes sense. So this piece is called the True Key. Its hardy shape indicates that it is a key to your own heart. It is also attached to the wrist by a red string, showing that it belongs to you and you found it. You were the one that had the key to your own heart, not any outside person. As I'm making a series of paintings about self-love, I thought this would be a good concept. But this is just my interpretation. Please see it however you like. I love that a different person interprets art differently, as we all have various life stories and experiences. I was glazing at this point. There is an effect that's called the subsurface scattering. As the skin is translucent, a light penetrates under the skin, and that causes an illuminating effect which is very apparent on the fingers. It's usually a very bright orange, and I wanted to emphasize this light effect by glazing a transparent layer of orange over it. I often glaze with transparent and semi-transparent colors at the end of my painting process to make certain colors stand out. So, we reached the end of this video. If you made it this far, thank you very much for watching and listening. If you wish to adopt this piece, please reach out to the Inverarity Gallery. Link is down below. See you next time!